Well, to discuss the implications of that announcement, I'm joined now in the studio by Vava Tampa, founder of the NGO Save the Congo. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Where did the budget minister pull those numbers from? Because they seem to be incredibly large, $1.8 billion.
That's the fascinating element. A little over a year ago, the figure was 800 million. All of a sudden, an entire billion has been added on top. No explanation has been given, no detail has been given, and we just have to cough up 1.8 billion to organize an election. No one knows what the money is going to go towards.
In any case, shouldn't it have been, should it have been the budget minister making this kind of all-important, crucial announcement? I would have thought that it should have come from the Electoral Commission.
Well, that's another element. And, you know, a peace agreement or a power-sharing agreement was agreed on New Year's Eve, and the Electoral Commission, a new Electoral Commission was supposed to be put in place, headed by someone independent, and a new figure was going to be produced, and so forth. So this is definitely another attempt by the Kabila government to simply cling to power, refusing to organize an election because all of a sudden they are too expensive.
You mentioned that agreement that was hammered out on New Year's Eve. I mean, this development seems to run directly contrary to that agreement hammered out under the auspices of the Catholic Church between the government and the opposition. It's yet to be implemented, yet we're talking about this. I mean, will the opposition see it as inflammatory?
No, absolutely. I mean, you and I had this conversation before, and we said the only way that power-sharing agreement was going to be held together was if Etienne Tshisekedi remained alive. Now Etienne Tshisekedi has died, and all of a sudden the government has found ways to frustrate the process and reason to sort of say, you know what, we cannot organize election. Henceforth, that power-sharing agreement cannot be put in place because the country doesn't have money. And it makes no sense because this government has been in power since 2001. So they've been in power for nearly 16 years, and all of a sudden there is no money to organize elections. But there is money to do other things.
Right. Has the opposition actually officially reacted to this? I mean, what are they saying about it?
Well, the opposition at the moment, they're still sort of pursuing democratic ways forward. So they are talking to international partners because clearly Kabila's government is a puppet government. He's in power because the British, the French, the Americans, and others wants them to be in power. So at the moment, the opposition, Rassemblement, are talking to international players, sort of trying to push them forward to swaying Kabila to change course. If Kabila does not change course, then we would result into other means.
Right. Now, we always hear the politicians talking amongst themselves, I mean, which is one of the reasons we appreciate your coming in here, to give us a more sort of balanced view of what's going on. I mean, how will people in the DRC, ordinary people, react to that figure? Will many people believe that it simply isn't credible? Is it more likely to be seen as a political position that the minister has taken?
The situation is really on the edge. I mean, 200 people were killed over political crisis or political violence when Kabila attempted to cling to power. So there is that element. The second element is Kabila has been attempting to frustrate the process, and many people are really angry. And the third element, which even put more people on the edge, is the very fact that the opposition, as well as Tshisekedi's biological family, have said Tshisekedi's body is not going to be sent home until there is a new government in place, which again pushes local people on the edge. Now, this new attempt essentially has created something that could easily explode. If nothing is done to push Kabila to change course, we could easily see Congo exploding into more violence in the coming days.
Okay, Vava, thanks very much indeed. Vava Tampa, founder of Save the Congo there. Thank you ever so much.